Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Siti Nursyahira Binti Radhuan. My matrix number is A281990. I am representative from Group 10, want to present our assignment. So our group is analyzing two banks, which is RHB Islamic Bank Berhad and Public Islamic Bank Berhad. So here is our group member. We start from introduction that FAIZAH Binti Aziz was a presenter.
Assalamualaikum. My name is FAIZAH Binti Aziz and my matrix number is A20A1327. So I will present about introduction. For your information, GSIFI by AAOIFI is to meet the demands of the industry in general, which take responsibility for developing an Arabic version for this standard through a high-quality translation process. Then IFSB 10 by IFSB is the guiding principle of the Sharia governance system. Then the Sharia governance framework by Bank Negara Malaysia for Islamic financial institution, which was introduced in 2011, has played an important role in supporting the robust and orderly development of the Islamic financial industry in Malaysia. Our group have selected two banks, which is RHB Islamic Bank and Public Islamic Bank Berhad.
Hello, my name is AIMAN bin SABRI and my matrix number is A208170. In this presentation, I would like to talk about my part is the background of Islamic banks. Firstly, I would like to talk about RHB Islamic Bank Berhad background. RHB Islamic Bank Berhad was established in 2005. RHB Islamic Bank Berhad is the first Malaysian Islamic bank to have received an Islamic banking license through a window approach under the commercial banking rule. As a wholly owned subsidiary of RHB Bank Berhad, RHB Islamic Bank is a key driver of business in Sharia banking, taking advantage of the capabilities, commitment and synergies of the RHB banking group. RHB Islamic Bank Berhad provides a wide range of Islamic banking products and services in Malaysia. It offers a variety of deposit products such as savings and current account and demand and term deposits. RHB Islamic Bank has gained a good position in the financial industry by offering Sharia compliant financial products and solutions according to global standards through its three core business, namely retail and commercial banking group, global financial banking group and investment banking and corporate.
Assalamualaikum. I'm MASYITAH binti AHMAD. My matrix number is A20A1442. Now I will continue to the background for Public Islamic Bank Berhad, which is PIBB. PIBB is one of the top largest Islamic banks in Malaysia. It is a wholly owned subsidiary of the public bank. The purpose of establishing is to contributing a viable, sound and competitive Islamic financial system towards the nation's long-term goal in the country. The bank began its operation on 1 November 2008, but it has provided Islamic banking service and product as a window via public bank since 1993. The bank activities are conducted in accordance with the Islamic law and product and service offers are with full Sharia compliance. Last but not least, PIBB has been offering Islamic banking products and services to the public when it started as a window via public bank. That's all for background Public Islamic Bank Berhad.
Assalamualaikum, my name is AIDIEL and my matrix number is A208216. For the 3.0, which is the importance of Sharia, the first importance of Sharia for Islamic banks such as the Public Islamic Bank and the RHB Islamic Bank is safetiness and defensive. Nowadays, there are many banks in the world that started implementing the Sharia compliance in their company. Many Islamic banking that already apply the method as it can gain more trust among people as they can become more confident in doing any kind of transaction with other users. By implementing the Sharia principle also could secure the user's money, and the money will also won't be used on things that could be considered as illegal. For the next importance of Sharia in Islamic banking is to prevent default. The spirit to apply the teaching of Islam with the kafah, making Muslim applies the value of their teaching to all the principles of life. This includes in the banking world that avoids the practices that contain haram, such as the application of the interest contained in the conventional banks.
Okay, so I am Siti Nursyahira Binti Radhuan. My metric number is 8281990. I will explain the difference between GSIFI, IFSB, and SGF approach. Governance Standard for Islamic Financial Institution (GSIFI) stand for the Administration Standard for Islamic Money Related Fish, while IFSB, the Islamic Financial Services Board, is a global standard placing company that promotes and complements the steadiness and balance of the Islamic economic offering enterprise with the aim of using issue international prudential requirement and guide concept for the enterprise, widely described to consist of banking, capital market, and coverage sector. And SGF Sharia governance framework as characterized by the IFSB directing standard on Sharia administration framework in teach advertising Islamic money related administration.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Muhammad bin SHAHRUM. My metric number is 8208265. I want to continue the presentation about the difference between GSIFI, IFSB, and SGF. Firstly, GSIFI. GSIFI is the one of the bodies that exists to maintain bank procedure by practicing Islamic principle. Those who take a cue about religion will not keep their money in the bank as they please. Next, IFSB. The IFSB will ensure that each country complies with the rules set out in each conference. Among the rules is that every loan made cannot be charged interest. The purpose of the IFSB is to do so because they do not want to have conflict between Islamic bank in other countries. Lastly, SGF. The framework function within the required Sharia framework that will help further strengthen the confidence of international investors in fast-growing Islamic finance industry in the country.
My name is MUHAMAD after AIMAN bin ROSLAN. My metric number is A20A1491. So I will continue our group presentation. 5.0 Analysis Performance. The goal of this evaluation is to see if Islamic financial institution (IFI) in Malaysia are presenting themselves in compliance with AA or IFI Government Standard Number 9 GSIFI Standard. Public Islamic Bank Berhad. This bank also failed to comply with the GSIFI standards is requirement, which is we previously note, but it has had its bands established with guidelines from the Malaysian Financial Reporting Standard (MFRS) and other. The guideline is the International Financial Reporting Standard (IFRS). Okay, so Daniel will continue our group presentation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Syed Muhammad bin Syed MAHDZAR. My metric number is A20A2280. So I'm going to talk about the performance analysis. For RHB Islamic Bank Berhad, this bank is not following the item of the standard of requirement according to IGSIFI. Finally, we can see that both banks are not adhering to the AA or IFI governance norm number 9 standard. This is due to the fact that Bank Negara Malaysia did not make the norm a required rule.
My part is about issue faced by Islamic banks. First, I would like to talk about issue faced by RHB Islamic Bank Berhad. RHB Islamic Bank Berhad issue subordinate sukuk murabahah worth RM250 million in nominal value. In a filing to Bursa Malaysia, RHB Bank said this was part of Bank Islam RM5 million subordinate sukuk murabahah program. Subordinate sukuk murabahah rates AA3 by RAM Rating Service Berhad is issued for a period of 10 years, not to be called 5 years, with a fixed profit rate of 4.06% per annum paid semi-annually in arrears for the entire period. Subordinate sukuk murabahah will qualify as level capital RHB Islamic Bank Berhad, is subject to compliance with the requirements as set out in the Capital Adequacy Framework for Islamic Banks, capital components issued by Bank Negara Malaysia. RHB Banks said the proceeds from the subordinate sukuk murabahah will be used for RHB Islamic Banks Sharia compliant working capital and general banking purpose.
Assalamualaikum and salam sejahtera. My name is AHMAD ARIF AZWAR bin ANWAR, holder of metric number A20A1237. In this presentation, I will talk about issues that Public Islamic Bank Berhad face. Public Islamic Bank Berhad is lack of effective supervisory framework, and it is one of the weakness of the prevailing system and deserves serious attention. The role of both the Sharia advisory boards and the central banks need to be streamlined and strengthened. Islamic banks have devised their own practices and procedure to accomplish their banking activities. However, commercial banking and company laws appropriate for implementation of Islamic banking and financial contracts do not exist. Hence, that depends the problem of tax discrimination. Islamic banking contracts are treated as buying and selling properties as well as causes tax twice. That's all from me. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum. My name is Muhammad HAFIZUDDIN bin ISHAK and my matrix number is A20A2164. Now, I will continue for this presentation about the issues faced by Islamic Bank. It is a recommendation of the issues. There are several ways that have put forward proposal based on standardization to improve the current policy. Bank Islam will have clearer guidelines to determine the status of SNC. There are several suggestions that have been listed. Therefore, the Sharia Committee as well as the QSO will consider the criteria that have been listed, and the main one is making a decision. Third, BNM will also produce parameter to resolve Sharia issues. Some Sharia committed too lenient or too strict in the decision-making process, as there are many khilaf in Muamalah fiqh. Then, SNC event report by Islamic Bank shall be discussed in the BNM Sharia Advisory Council meeting, and the result shall be published. Thank you. That's all from me.
Then we will go to conclusion. For this assignment, we can conclude that RHB Islamic Berhad and Public Islamic Bank Berhad have their own characteristics in managing the banking system that has been set by using appropriate banking control methods. Then, the principle of Muslim based on Al-Quran and As-Sunnah must be applied in financial matters, so we can get the goal to ensure that activities for Islamic financial institutions are Sharia compliant. For your information, in RHB Islamic Bank, the application of Sharia is to defend oneself from the cyclical sector, namely finance and industry, while for Public Islamic Bank, the implementation of Sharia is as a deposit or trust on a deposit contract, where it is also known as Wadi'ah Yad Damanah. Okay, so that's all from our group. Thank you.